This is Dave Dahle with KeizerTV.com. We're here today at Town & Country Lanes in Keizer, and we have a new manager, partner of Town & Country Lanes, everybody. This is Tim Davis with Valor Mentoring. And for audiences who may not know, this partnership collaboration is going to be happening here, a very beloved structure in Keizer. We've driven by it on River Road. And you have a lot of roots, being in Mid-Willamette Valley, 35 years. And so everyone, meet Tim. Great passion. We're so lucky to have him. And Tim, for audiences, what is Valor Mentoring and what is this collaboration going to be going forward?
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit mentoring organization, and we're focused first on the fatherlessness problem in our country, and so that's where our efforts are. We do mentoring through one-on-one and through group mentoring. We do it through music, media, and the arts, and we do it through service projects. Yeah. And so the nonprofit actually owns the facility and the business now.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So bowling leagues. Families want to come here on a weekend, it's business as usual as a bowling alley?
Absolutely. All 24 lanes will stay, and so we want to continue all those great traditions and just add some of our after-school programs and our other opportunities to connect families with children and connect kids with kids.
Yeah,
so.
and Don and Ann, we just shot a wonderful video with them. Hope it made you cry, made me cry. They're going to be around. We have employees. We're going to ask you to continue to frequent the bowling alley. We need more lanes to be used. The funds from these rentals go on to new projects that you're going to learn about. And Tim, where can audiences learn more information about Valor Mentoring and these announcements on probably the website of Town & Country?
Yeah, so valormentoring.com would be where you'd learn about our nonprofit and all that stuff. We are building a new website for this facility, and that'll roll out here pretty soon. Okay. But yeah, if you come down here and buy a burger in our restaurant, if you rent shoes and pay for bowling, a little bit of that money goes directly to mentor young people in this community. Wow. So it's a great cause, great place to spend your money. Yeah.
And you talk about the relationships with our Keizer religious leaders. We have a Keizer community breakfast. Our churches take over St. Edward's Catholic Church and feed everybody once a month. And you have many existing relationships with our Keizer religious leaders. Is that not the case?
Yeah, absolutely. St. Edward's, First Presbyterian, First Baptist, People's Church, Salem Alliance, Salem Heights, Church on the Hill. Yeah. All of them are partners of ours in one frame or another, as well as others I might be forgetting. But yeah.
And your children may want to come here as an afternoon as this turns from a bowling alley to a community center. You can see a rendering behind us of a music studio. I just think so many exciting plans are coming. And so if you're a parent, the buses drop off near here, we learned today. They may say, I want to go to Town & Country. This is a wonderful environment that you're going to feel safe to have your kids come to. And it's really great that you're here. Have you felt welcome?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's been an awesome opportunity. We'll do this in several stages of our build out, but we'll have a recording studio, a video production studio, podcast studio, graphics design area, a video game arena, a live stage area for young people to come and perform music. Wow. And we'll be adding a coffee shop to the restaurant. Yeah. So not all in 1 week, but yeah, over time. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how you get all those done in a day. Who would you like to say thank you to? Who's your base that you wake up today to inspire?
Yeah, first it's Jesus and his investment in my life and transforming me from just a selfish idiot to maybe a half of a selfish idiot as I am today. I've got the most amazing marriage and my wife, who I couldn't be doing this stuff if that wasn't there. I've got 2 amazing young adult children who are also leaders and servants and educators in our community. And so, yeah. And then, of course, people like Randy Compton and Dan McDonald at Pioneer Trust Bank for investing in us and taking a risk on us to advance this project. Dick Withnell, and I mean, I could go on. There's many other folks that are helping this happen.
Valor Mentoring, is there someone who pulled you aside who said, hey, there's a better way of getting where you want to go? How did your Valoring story start?
Yeah, so I mean, the quick version is that my parents divorced when I was 2, and my mom remarried several times. I moved 21 times during my school-age years. Wow. My mom was a very consistent, loving person, nurturer to me, but I had really inconsistent male role models in my life, and sports was kind of the thing I was gifted at, and so I kind of got lost in that stuff. And then, I come to my mid-20s after making a bunch of errant judgments on what manhood was, and began to transform my life and realized that I don't know anything about manhood. I want to become a husband. I want to become a father. And people, we didn't call it mentoring then, right?
Yeah.
But people began to invest in me, saw something in me, and call me forward. And so I'm basically now just turning that around. And
Wow.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
That's awesome. So there's many hands
Oh, yeah.
that open doors for you.
Sure, I mean, Bruce Stefanik and Sam Skillern and Dick Withnell and a bunch of other community leaders that have saw something in me and continued to support us and really give us a lot of big dreams and opportunities.
And if we have a young man watching this video wants to reach out about being a mentor or getting a mentor, a call to the men of this community, all of Mid-Willamette Valley. This may be in Keizer, but our faith community reaches the next town over and supports so many projects in Mid-Willamette Valley. What should a student and a man do if they want to enroll and learn more about mentoring?
Sure, yeah. So we're already in Marion County and Polk County, and we hope to continue to expand, but our focus, of course, and our base is here. But if you went to our website, valormentoring.com, there's a button on there that says, I want to be a mentor, or there's a button that says, I want to be mentored.
Yeah.
And so you could just fill out a brief thing, kind of tells you a little bit about your interest and your age and those type of things, and that ends up going into a custom matching, filtering process that we're developing, and we'll get you hooked up, with a mentor. There's a little bit of a backlog right now, so we're keeping up. And so, but if you're a man in this community over 18 years old, it does not take a master's degree to do mentoring. All it takes is a listening ear and an opportunity to get together once a week or once every other week to champion and advocate for another young person.
And all your services here, music, mentoring, that's all whether you're a boy or girl, correct?
Yes.
So the mentoring is a focus on men, empowering men, but the facility, all girls are welcome. All music programs are welcome. We want to make that clear, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And whatever shape, color, size you are. And then remember, we started this, we were men, and we're developing and we're refining our processes and systems and our onboarding and background checking and all, and training and encouraging. But we're refining that process. Once we feel like we've got that in a good enough spot, we recognize that we can find people to help lead maybe a female side of what we're doing and that type of thing. So,
and your partnership with Salem Keizer Schools is an endorsement as far as your protocols. We live in a culture where there's been a lot of traditional mentoring programs. I'm an Eagle Scout, and there's been a lot of not checks and balances in these time-tested organizations, but I know this partnership with Salem Keizer Schools means we are applying the 2020 versions of protocols, of execution, that your kids are protected.
Absolutely.
And
we have our own system of background checks and all that, but if they're going to be mentoring a person in Salem Keizer Public Schools, we also have our mentors go through their background checks as well. So,
awesome.
yeah.
So, such an exciting time. Thanks for talking with us today. We covered a lot of these issues.
Sure.
We'll be back. Everyone, Keizer, comment below a question I may have missed, and welcome Tim and his whole team. There's half a dozen men here. Curtis Crittenden, our local radio guy, is going to be behind the counter. So Curtis has done so much for Keizer as well, promoting our positive stories, and he's going to take an active role here. So come on in and see Curtis. But to all your team, please express how grateful we are to have them. And it's an exciting time. Thank you very much for talking with us, Tim.
Alrighty.
And for more great stories here in Keizer, visit KeizerTV.com. Thank you.